For decades, the corporate playbook treated environmental responsibility as a glorified public relations expense. It was viewed as a green tax, a mandatory, frustrating cost that drained capital and dragged down the bottom line. But the market has shifted. Today's consumers, especially younger demographics, actively seek out ethically produced goods, and they consistently pay a premium to acquire them. The exact same shift is happening in the labor market. Highly qualified candidates no longer look solely at the salary. They frequently turn down offers from organizations with poor environmental records. When a business treats sustainability as an operational burden, it ignores a primary source of capital loss. Refusing to adapt doesn't save money, it drives away the talent and customers necessary to generate it. Environmental responsibility has moved out of the philanthropy column and into the risk management office. Companies failing to adapt are finding themselves increasingly locked out of top-tier talent pools and high-growth consumer markets. To see how this actually works, we have to pull back from the marketing department and look directly at the factory floor. Sustainable operations run on three mechanical principles: aggressively cutting physical waste, minimizing energy consumption, and optimizing raw resources. This chart shows the direct relationship between resource optimization and profit. By requiring fewer materials and burning less power, operational efficiency and margins rise. Month over month, lowered expenses compound, making the business resilient against supply chain shocks. From a strict accounting perspective, there is no difference between the two. Cutting ecological waste is functionally identical to cutting financial waste. That internal mechanical efficiency doesn't stay hidden for long. It translates directly into how the broader market perceives the company. Proving sustainable operations with hard data builds a defensible, authentic brand image. This reputation captures consumers who use their purchasing power to signal their values. This reputation also acts as a talent magnet. High-performing professionals gravitate toward companies whose real-world actions align with their own personal mission. An authentic green reputation functions as external armor. It secures the two most vital components of any business: consumer loyalty and elite human capital. While some companies change to gain an advantage, others are being forced to change by the law. Governments worldwide are actively drafting strict mandates designed to aggressively outlaw ecologically unsustainable practices. Look at India. The country's immense struggle with domestic environmental degradation served as the catalyst for a massive regulatory crackdown. In March 2019, India took the global lead by piloting a resolution to address single-use plastic, or SUP, pollution at the 4th United Nations Environment Assembly in Nairobi. Then they brought the fight home. On August 12, 2021, the government officially notified the strict plastic waste management amendment rules. India's rapid legislative timeline proves that sustainability is shifting from a voluntary market advantage to a mandatory legal requirement. India's 2021 initiative wasn't a tax or a carbon credit system, it was a prohibition. The rules strictly dictate the entire life cycle of identified single-use plastics. You cannot manufacture, import, stock, distribute, sell, or even use them. The legislation specifically targets materials with low utility and high littering potential. Expanded polystyrene and standard polystyrene are now illegal for use in packaging. For a flexible company, this is a manageable pivot. But for businesses relying on plastic-heavy supply chains, these bans cause sudden operational paralysis and severe legal consequences. Integrating these sustainable practices today prevents the sudden operational collapse that follows when a supply chain is outlawed overnight. Prioritizing environmental responsibility ensures a company can continue to operate within the bounds of increasingly strict global laws.